Hello, welcome to another episode of the Mindful Introvert podcast. This podcast helps you to get inspiration to manifest a life in alignment with your true, confident, and intuitive being. I'm Jo from mindfulintrovert.com, an inner peace and abundance coach, and my purpose here is really to help you slow down, look inwards, and create a more peaceful life by learning to trust your intuition and exploring your spirituality at a soul level. Ready to be empowered? Let's get on with the episode. Meet Rahul Sharma, an epitome of authentic leadership and global inspiration. As a distinguished author, transformative speaker, and life-changing coach, he empowers others with wisdom rooted in his father's words, "Where there is a will, there is a way." Rahul's academic accomplishments, including an MBA in Human Resources and a Master's in Organization Development, reflect his dedication to personal growth. With expertise in organizational dynamics, he enables individuals and teams to reach their highest potential. His literally creations like Habits for Miracles and best-selling Be Action-Oriented offer invaluable insights for extraordinary careers. Residing in Ashburn, Virginia, Rahul cherishes family time, Sudoku challenges, swimming, and a constant pursuit of knowledge and personal evolution.
If you are sad or happy, it's because of you.
Mm.
Don't tell me that okay because of me. And this all of the mindset is also whether it is a positive or negative, it starts from us. The way we can inculcate this positive mindset, the first thing I would encourage people to do is practice gratitude. Very rarely we think about things that we have. We are always on the run to get things that we don't have. So if we can take a time out and then just have that gratitude towards things that God has given to us or our family or probably the people that are around us. So that would be number one thing.
Hey there, amazing listeners. Ever feel like life's treadmill is on max speed, leaving you burnt out and exhausted? Well, hold on because I've got something incredible for you. Healing from Burnout, your guide to renewed energy and well being. Picture this: a life filled with boundless energy, a balanced spirit, and a renewed sense of purpose. This ebook is your guide to unlocking proven strategies, mindfulness secrets, and expert insights to conquer burnouts. Ready to transform your life? Healing from burnout is your key. Visit the website and grab your copy now because your journey to healing starts today. Don't wait. Click the link in the show notes. Healing from Burnout, your guide to a brighter, energized tomorrow. And now back to our regularly scheduled programming. Stay awesome. Hello, welcome to another episode of the Mindful Introvert podcast. Today I have with me Rahul Sharma, and I am really excited for this episode. We are going to explore an amazing topic, and thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me, Joanna. I'm excited for our discussion.
Yes, thank you. So, would you like to tell us a bit about yourself, your story, how you got here, all of that good stuff?
Sure. So I have a double master's degree in human resources and organization development. And it's been over 20 years that I'm practicing learning or teaching, coaching. And my story is full with the anecdotes of mindset. Right from my early childhood, I have been focusing on this aspect of mindset, though I was not aware that it is a mindset back then. But as I look back, it's all about the mindset. And it started with a quotation that my father told me once when I was probably 6 or 7 years old. And that quotation was, "Where there is a will, there is a way." And I was not able to understand what he was saying back then. But when I had more conversation, he shared with me that if you want to get something, it's on you. You can get it. It will not be easy. It will be tough. You will have to have obstacles. You will have obstacles. You have to overcome the challenges. but if you want it badly, you will get it. And that has really ingrained in me and throughout my life. And whenever I have found myself in a situation that I can't see a way out, I have to think a little differently, get a different perspective on things, and move on. And that's what I have been doing. I am currently focusing my learners or people to untap their hidden potential and convert their dreams into reality. So
Mm,
that's where I'm focusing on right now.
wow. That's an amazing, amazing journey and impacting many people's lives.
Yes.
So how you talked about mindset. So how do you think people can really cultivate this positive mindset and create more joy and fulfillment in their lives?
So, one thing I would say is for us to develop a mindset, it starts from our thought process.
Mhm.
And this is I have learned from my son as well as he's growing up. He always tells me that if you are sad or happy, it's because of you.
Mhm.
Don't tell me that okay because of me. And this all of, the mindset is also whether it is a positive or negative, it starts from us. The way we can inculcate this positive mindset, the first thing I would encourage people to do is practice gratitude. Very rarely we think about things that we have. We are always on the run to get things that we don't have. So if we can take a time out and then just have that gratitude towards things that God has given to us or our family or probably the people that are around us. So that would be number one thing. Number two, I would say is focus on your inner circle, people that you move around, people who with whom you talk on day-to-day basis. Most of the time I have seen when we don't have people around us who are giving us positive energy, sometimes we take that negative energy and then those negative energy convert into negative thoughts, convert into negative action, and probably we are not able to cultivate a positive mindset. So have a right people around you, have a mentor, have a coach who can give you direction. And here I'm not saying that you have to shell out a lot of money to get a coach. That coach could be in your family. That coach could be in your church. That coach could be in your workspace. So having that inner circle is very, very important. And earlier, as I said, that practice gratitude. If we can start with these two things, I'm very certain that we will be able to cultivate a positive mindset.
Yeah, I love that. I love that the use of gratitude, um, because sometimes there is this concept of the toxic positivity that people sometimes can be a little bit all over the place. But the gratitude, it's not positive toxicity. Huh? Toxic positivity. Yeah, I can't confuse there. It's not. It's really you choosing love, choosing appreciation for your life and with people around you. And I love that the idea of having that peer support group because you are who you hang out with. So it's really important that you surround yourself with that group that is going to lift you up and allow you to grow and that you do the same for them. So I think that is an amazing answer to that question, so thank you. And what would you say are some of the tips and proven tips, maybe even in your own life, that you've experienced on building self-confidence on a day-to-day?
So, what I personally do is one is preparation. Preparation means progress. So, whenever we are doing anything, whether it is a presentation, whether it is your game, it's all about preparation. So, folks who are looking to build their self confidence, number one would be prepare themselves. And preparation, I mean, maybe doing role plays, preparation, I would say, preparing for the meeting also. So let's say you are having a meeting with your professor or maybe meeting with your manager, and you are not confident. You are not confident because you have that fear of unknown. You don't know
Mm.
what will happen in that discussion. But if you do a premeditated meeting, maybe with your colleague or maybe with your own self, that what kind of questions I might encounter there. So when we are prepared, then our confidence is at a different level. So that is number one. Number two, I would say, is focus on your personal growth. Uh, that personal growth, your life skills, it will make you confident when you are getting any opportunity. You are speaking. When you are getting any opportunity, you are making an impact with that opportunity. So for you to build your self confidence, I would say number one would be preparation. Number two, focus on your personal growth. And last but not the least, Joanna, is believe in yourself.
Mm.
You have to believe in yourself that you have that greatness in you. You have that support, inner strength, that you can do it. Because half the battle we lose when we don't have that confidence, when we don't have that self belief. So those are the three things, I would say, I personally do, and I would encourage our listeners to focus on.
Yeah, that's great. And I can definitely agree with that because I'm from Portugal, right? And Portuguese is my mother tongue. And when I came to this country and I would have to speak English the whole time and I would hop on calls and I would just have to phone some service, I don't know, and I would rehearse what I was going to say a little bit because I wanted to make sure that I wasn't making mistakes and that I was making myself clear and to bring myself to calm down as well. So I like that you mentioned that because that's definitely very, very important. So you talk about this mind talk. What is mind talk? What is this inner dialogue and how can we use it for our favor?
So mind talk is nothing but talking about yourself to yourself. So the conversation that we have, and we do it on a daily basis. Whenever we are alone, whenever we are driving or doing our exercise, we are having some kind of conversation. Now, if those conversations are positive, that will lead to positive thoughts, which will lead to positive action and positive results. If we do not have that conversation as positive, then things will not go in our favor. So, if we do positive mind talk with us on a daily basis, uh, that will help you to reach closer to your goals. And I personally practice mind talk twice in a day. One, when I get up in the morning, and two, when I'm going to bed. So when we are going to bed, if my mind is positive, that those aspects remain through the night subconsciously. And the mind talk, it's not that it will change the world for you overnight. It's a step by step process. So for just to give you an example, if I have to accomplish a task today, the mind talk that I will do would be that Rahul would complete his course outline today. So it is as specific as it can be, because what will happen, my subconscious mind will have it in it that, okay, I have to focus on this outline, course outline, and then I have to take action towards it. It's not that it will happen automatically. There is no magic wand that will make it happen. It's the we who will have to take those actions. So
Mhm.
so I believe that this mind talk has been a boon to me personally, and I have seen that people who have read my book, when they have interacted with me, that was one thing that resonated with them, and they are seeing great success.
Yeah. I like that you say that it's not like a quick process and you do it once and you're done because it isn't. It takes discipline and it takes, I think, a little bit of faith as well to
Mhm.
be able to shift your mindset because I think a lot of people have this very negative, critical inner dialogue and sometimes it's challenging to believe that it's even possible that they can love themselves and that they be kind to themselves and that they can celebrate their successes. So I appreciate you saying that it's not just like that. You
Yeah,
snap your fingers and it's done. And you need to
correct.
take action. You need to be accountable
That
to
is
change.
key. That is key. That is where most of us fall short. We
Mm,
think that by just talking, things will happen. Unfortunately, it will not happen. We have to take action. So, and it is normal to be self critical. I'm not saying that don't be self critical, but don't be self critical to punish yourself. Give the
mm,
credit to you for all the hard work that you have done. Maybe you may not have accomplished the end goal. It's okay. Celebrate those small wins. Whatever you could do it, so just celebrate because things happens. And I always see failure as the first attempt in learning. So if you are not able to achieve something, that is a learning somewhere. And I always believe it's all about the perspective. What perspective are we looking at things? There is no right or wrong answers. There is no right or wrong thoughts. It's about the perspective.
yeah. So how can you change that perspective? How can you change that paradigm of having that very critical mindset and believing that you're not worthy or having a lot of emotion in that mind talk? Because you gave some examples of very practical things. I need to accomplish this and I will. But then once we imprint some emotion into it, sometimes it can be more challenging to shift this. So, what would you say someone that is very self critical and has a lot of negative emotions attached to their mind talk?
So if someone has that negative thought process, the number one would be to have a coach or a mentor to give them right direction. That would be number one. Okay. Apart from that, I would say is know your why,
Mm,
know your purpose of accomplishing something. The other aspect I would recommend people doing, which many of us don't do, is analyzing our own self.
mm,
Who are we? What are our strengths? What are our likes, dislike? What are our values? So go into that self-discovery path. Probably you will get a lot of answers of why you are behaving the way you are behaving.
yeah.
I would quote an example. There is an amazing TV series that we watched, and I just loved it. This Is Us. It's an
Oh,
American TV
yes.
series.
Oh my God, I cry every time. If I want to cry, I will watch that episode every time.
So one thing that I learned from that episode is there were three siblings, and one incident, how it has given different perspective to three of them. It was the same environment, same parents, but everyone took a different perspective to that experience. Similarly, when we are being so self critical, it's not because we want to be self critical, because that is the environment probably we have seen, maybe while growing up, or maybe in school, or in college, or probably at workplace. That is the environment. So it's nothing to do with us.
Mm,
We just need to go away from that environment to the different environment, a more positive, more cohesive environment, and understand who we are, understand the inner us, and take that consistent action. Um, Another aspect, as you mentioned about people being having that negative thought process, sometimes I have seen that people eat more than they can chew.
mm,
They take too many things on them. They think that, and I would say I was one of them. I mean, I'm guilty for it, but back then I was not knowing. It was,
mm,
I was
yeah.
taking each and everything that, okay, I need to do this, I need to do that. And I had a problem in delegation as a leader. And most of leaders face that problem. And I have overcome that challenge. So my recommendation would be focus on take one thing at a time. everyone is not genius. Everyone cannot do multitasking. And anyways, our brain can focus only at one thing at a time. I don't believe in that multitasking. Just listening and driving is not a multitasking. Sometimes most of the accidents in America happens at the speed of 30 to 35 miles per hour. And that is because of the distraction. So our
Mm.
mind can focus only one thing at a time. So that would be another recommendation. Let's just focus on one thing at a time. Don't take too many things in one go, because that might impact negative elements. When you are not accomplishing things, then
Mm-hmm.
you will have a negative element. And one of the things which I have seen, that why people have that, because they don't have anyone who is doing positive talk to them. They don't have people around them who is giving them a pat on the back, and they are just on their own. So that's where a coach or a mentor could be an amazing help to these individuals.
Yes, yes, I think you are absolutely right. And that idea of celebrating the small successes at the same time, not having too much on your plate, and having that person that is helping you to either be your own cheerleader or they themselves are cheering you up. Um, that can be really impactful in someone's life, shifting that mindset and that perspective, and feeling better about themselves and starting to create miracles. Well, you want to talk about your book?
Absolutely, absolutely. So one of the common question I get, Joanna, is why you choose the word miracles in your book. And it was a destiny, probably. The way I see this term, or I define this term, is not about any divine intervention. It is more about anything that we as an individual could not do before, and now, because of the action or because of any improvement, any learning of new skill you are able to do, that itself is a miracle. So
Mm.
that is how why I use this, because I have seen numerous individuals who had great potential but could not do better within 3 months, 6 months, and they quit on their job, or probably the employer quit on them. So I have used miracles as an acronym. I've spoken about 8 habits. 8 habits, if we are able to inculcate, we can design our life our way. And it's not that you have to inculcate all 8, but if we are able to do few of them, that will allow us to focus on the priorities, focus on the things that we want to do, and allow us to take consistent action. So
Mm.
that's book is all about self transformation. It's a probably 120 minutes read, and this 120 minutes can definitely change your life.
Wow. And what's the name of the book?
Habits for miracles, and habit for is number 4. Habits
Uh-huh.
for miracles.
Yes. Now that sounds really, really good. So, what advice do you have for people that, and we talked a lot about this already, but maybe you have some other advice to create these positive habits and create their own miracles besides reading your book, because everyone needs to do that.
Correct, correct. So one of the aspect I would say is start small.
Mm.
uh, don't take a big task. And even if there is a big task, my request would be uh, chunk it out into different pieces, so
Yeah.
that as soon as you are completing that one piece, that is a win for you. That's, you are doing a celebration, and then you are able to get that motivation to move to the next. So start small. Number 2, I would say, is prioritize what you want to do, what you want to achieve on that one particular day or on that one particular week. uh,
Mm.
the third thing I would say is be accountable. Many times it happens that we decide that, okay, we want to do this, but there are some other pressing tasks that come our way, and then we are not able to do that. And days pass by, weeks pass by, months pass by, and we are not able to accomplish. So if we have an accountability partner, or if we have someone who is keeping a tab on things, That is one thing I have read and I have seen it successfully happening. When you share your goals publicly,
Hmm.
you tend to achieve it more quicker, or probably the probability to achieve that goal increases because you have shared it public. Others are asking about you, and
Yeah.
when people are start asking you, then it gives you a kick, and then probably you want to make it happen. So
Yeah.
probably these were the three things. Number one would be small things, start small. Number two would be focus on small or priorities, focus on your priorities. And number three is be accountable for your priorities.
Yes. Amazing. Amazing. So, would you tell our listeners about the circle of happiness?
Sure. So this is the concept it's a holistic approach that I wrote in my book, Habits for Miracles. And this circle of happiness consists of different elements. And these elements allow us to lead a very happy life, positive life. And the first element starts with the positive mind talk. So positive mind talk is something that really ignites the next steps for us to make it happen, for us to stay positive rather. The next element is mindset, is the positive mindset. When we are talking positive, we are we are making our mindset positive. And this is something I did not share about mind talk. This is an interesting research. Our mind does not distinguish between what is real and
Mm.
what is imaginary. So when we talk about things that may not be there, that may not be true, but then it keeps our mind happy for almost 6 more hours. And when you are in a happy mode, you are tend to do better things. You are tend to take positive action. So that's what the mind talk will do. So the first element was the mind talk. Second element is the positive mindset. The third element is the positive thoughts. So when you have a positive mindset, you will have positive thoughts in your day-to-day life, and those positive thoughts will allow you to take positive action, which indeed will take you to a happier and positive life. So this is not about one time done. It is something you need to practice on a regular basis. That's where it's a circle. So once you are happy, does not mean that you will remain happy. You will still need to go back to that mind talk, a positive mindset, your positive thoughts, action, and be happy.
Yes, yes, I love how you just framed that. And I want to highlight again what you said about the mind doesn't recognize what's real and what's perceived to be was an illusion basically. And I think what you said is amazing, that the more we say it to ourselves, that the positivity, the more we will experience it. But at the same time, it's an interesting concept for people to understand that we have been doing this as for negativity, because sometimes people tell themselves, I'm not good enough, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm terrible, I'm going to get fired, I'm going to lose my partner, whatever it is. We create these incantations in our minds that they feel so real that they get us stuck, they get us frozen. And so we have been doing this already for the negativity. So it's really using the same process, but shifting that for that positivity. And that is what sometimes we're not used to. And that's when you were saying that we really need to continuously doing this, because it's not a one-off. So thank you for sharing that, because that's an important frame.
Thank you. And then what the aspect that you were talking, I just want to put some words there. So
Yeah.
weeks ago, I was just talking to my son. He's a 9-year old, and he was having his juice in a glass. And I said, "Hey, man, just be careful. You are having a glass in your hand." So he kept quiet. After 2 minutes, he came to me and said, "Dad, when you tell me this, it makes me do that thing. My mind wants to make it happen." So sometimes when we say things will happen because our subconscious mind is working on it. So
Yeah.
when we say negative things, the negative things will happen. So if we know that things happen based on what our thoughts are, what we are thinking, start thinking positive.
Yeah.
Right? Start thinking positive and then make a difference in your life as well as the life of the people along with you, surrounded with you.
Yes. Yes, I love that because many parents just say, "Oh, be careful, don't fall from the swing or
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
when they're in the playground." And that's the um subliminal that they are sending to their unconscious mind is falling. So that's the image that kids get in their mind and they eventually lose balance. So if you
Correct.
substitute that by just be careful, keep your balance, that is a much better information for your brain to follow. So
Correct. Correct.
really
Absolutely.
important. So you as a leader, how would you say that leaders can learn to do this and can learn to be better for their teams and um, just have this more present?
So for leaders, I would recommend some of the challenge that the leader face. So there are two types of leader. I would just, for the sake of the audience, one is a leader who already have a team in place and who has built the team. Then there is a leader who inherits a team. So he joins or she joins from a different organization and then takes over a team. So in both this aspect, depending on who you are, things will be different. When you are established leader, you already have that trust, you already have that credibility. The only thing that you need to focus on is giving challenging projects, challenge the status quo about your people so that they step up. Otherwise they will become complacent. Whereas for the person who would be inheriting a team, their job would be, first thing would be to build that trust, and you build that trust with them by giving. It's not by asking or by taking. You show that, okay, you have that, why you are a leader, why you are chosen as a leader. It is because of your personality, it is because of your leadership qualities, it is about because of your domain knowledge, whatever it could be. So build that trust. One thing which is common for both of these leaders is knowing that if you have 5 members in your team, all those 5 members have different personalities. Now, you as a leader, you have only one personality, or maybe two personalities. Now, if we deal with all these 5 people with the same personality, we may not be able to get the best result. So we need to ensure that we deal with these people based on their personalities, based on their individual characteristics. So we have to adapt. We have to change in the way we are messaging things, in the way we are communicating with them, depending on them. So 5 different people, we will have to adapt to 5 different styles. And that is in the leadership arena, this concept called situational leadership. Depending on the situation, you adapt different things. Similarly, here, it would be probably people leadership. I'm just coming out of a name. Depending on the people, you will have to adapt to different strategies to lead with them.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you for sharing all your wisdom. So, how
Mhm.
can people find you? How can people get connected with you, buy your book, learn more from you, work with you? Tell us everything.
So if you type my book's name on Google, you will be definitely will be able to find me. Habits number 4 miracles. You can also log into my book's website, habitsformiracles.com, or find me on LinkedIn. Currently, I'm focusing on those accidental leaders who become leaders by chance, not by choice, to untap their leadership potential. And that's where I'm focusing on. The other project that I'm focusing on, Joanna, is students who are of undecided major, or they are not decisive about their career, probably in their freshman or sophomore year, just to create a path for them to have a better career. Because I do feel that based on my experience of hiring entry level graduates, a lot of people struggle. They don't know what they want to do. They don't know their strengths. They don't know about their career choices. So if I can teach them early on, it will help them save a lot of time and money, and be a very productive employee, or being a productive professional.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's great. Yes, as a when I was a college grad, I struggled to find my place in the world. So much so that I moved countries after 1 year of being in my own country as a college grad. So it's a very important job, and I think you are very kind and very wise. So you'll definitely be able to help these people a lot. And I hear that you have an offer for our listeners.
Yes. So, all our listeners, if you really want to take one step further to make your dreams real, I have an offer for an accountability workbook, because I do believe accountability plays a vital role in making things happen. So, if you log on to my website, habitsformiracles.com, you will be able to download for free my accountability workbook that will help you in making your dreams come true.
Amazing. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast. Share your wisdom. Was really, really good to have you here.
Thank you, Joanna, for having me. I appreciate that.
And everyone, I will see you on the next episode. Bye.
Bye.
If you are fully committed to your growth, I invite you to book a free inner peace assessment call with me to create an action plan to manifest a life worth living with more inner peace and self love. For more inspiring content, follow me on Instagram at Coach Joanna Calado and subscribe to my YouTube channel at The Intuitive Being. I will leave everything in the show notes so that you do not miss a thing. I'll see you on the next episode, and until then, slow down and trust yourself.